Hello, welcome back to the FishLocker out on the beach. Right, I might look a little bit red and sweaty, and that's because I've just been humping all the gear down to the beach. And we are just in the process of clearing down some of the stones to try and lay the tent. Because what are we doing, James?
Camping on the beach.
We're camping on the beach. Yep. The weather this year hasn't opened up an awful lot of opportunities to camp on the beach. We have some nice weather. Hopefully the wind will stay as it is. We're going to enjoy some time on the beach, aren't we, James?
Yeah.
We'll have a little bit of a fire, do some beach cooking. I might try and do a dive tomorrow morning. We will see what happens. Just enjoying being out on this lovely area of coast. Yeah, let's get the tent up. You can help me. Right, I need someone to set all the rods up. You're gonna work with Mum setting all the rods up. Right, the tent's all set up. I've got the inflatable mattress done. I'm just in the process of sorting out a fire pit, and James and Hannah have decided to go for a little bit of a paddle. Now, I forgot my bathing costume. Ooh, you've got some good legs there, James. Cold. James loves the water up to about mid shin depth. Any deeper than that and he's not very happy. You alright there, James? Yeah. Was your mum trying not to slip over on the rocks? It might look warm, but it is a little bit cold, especially if you're not used to it. We're going to get up here and get this fire going, get some food on. We've got a fire pit made up, and what we're doing now, James? Just building a fire up ready to do some cooking, aren't we? What do you need to get a fire going?
Wood, kindling,
Kindling.
fire, fire matches,
Hmm?
and stuff.
I am sweating. I'm going to get them put on then. I'm going to start stacking them up.
What are you using to split it? Just a knife? Oh, you Leatherman.
Used an axe to split it to start with. Just like when we played Jenga up at Jim's, isn't it?
Yep.
Wish I brought my fishing rod.
I can't believe you didn't.
Well, I brought it last time.
It was just a pain to carry, wasn't it?
Just one more thing to carry. I'm really wishing I brought it now. FOMO!
I got some real sticks from the Twix.
Good lad.
He does that. That's what you asked for. Some real sticks.
Right, what you need to do is, see these green ones? These green ones are still alive. So when you're going and collecting them, don't collect the green ones. Right? And then when you go and collect some more, just put them down in a little pile here, and that can be our little kindling pile. So we'll just put all the kindling there. Right? Yeah, when the wind's blowing that way, you don't stand down there, do you? You stand up here. Right, we're going to get ready.
Yep.
James has been asking me for like the last half an hour to get the fire started. So there we go. You going to start putting one?
Plus we're hungry already, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are we going to put this one on?
Yep, don't forget, small sticks first. And when it starts going, then you can put the bigger sticks on. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get some fire on the stick.
Right, all you need to do, look, just put it there like that. And when it starts, you need to get it.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. James is sitting on his log next to the fire. don't know what more anyone could want. Maybe a steak. Maybe a steak right now.
Maybe some sausages.
Some sausages?
Yeah.
Okay.
John and James have just gone to find some more firewood. So I've started our steak cooking. And we've got some beans heating up and John's book drying. John was in charge of packing the cooking equipment. Usually I do it. So we don't have any knives to eat with, and the only cooking utensil I have is a fork.
Right, well, James and I went and collected a little bit more firewood and came back, and Hannah had cooked tea.
Just like any other day, isn't it?
Yeah, just like I'd planned that. So yeah, we're having steak, beans and eggs, and I'm getting smoked out at the moment. And James is throwing stones. So yeah, steak, beans and eggs, and a wonderful setting. Then we're going to do some marshmallows in a minute, aren't we?
Yeah. What's the marshmallow?
And I'm going to make another marshmallow stick.
I can't do it with one hand.
Have you been a little bit too optimistic and put too many on?
Yeah, they're a bit top heavy.
That's it then.
I'm able to tell you that there's two on.
Right.
Small marshmallows, I can hold on. Three small marshmallows, I can still hold on.
It's a fine thing, a marshmallow stick. Can't be too big on the end, but also can't be too thin that it burns. And if you make it too skinny all the way down, it goes. So it needs to be thick on the bottom and thin on the top.
Especially when you overload them like me.
Yeah. So James's is perfect. Look at that one. All you need to do, look. Right. You're gonna thread me one on? You're gonna put me one on? Put me two on?
Okay.
Your mums aren't toasting at all.
I'm putting on.
They are, it's just stuck to the log.
I'm giving
Oh.
you three. Whoa.
That's
Almost.
what you want.
Almost.
And now, Dad, here you go.
Oh, you've done me three.
Yeah.
Take one off.
That's how you
I'll try another one. There you go.
do it.
Right. James is. Oh, look at that. Ready for these ones?
Mhm.
Right, they are a little bit hot, so don't forget to blow on them. Your mum's a set on fire. See?
Oh, look at that. That looked like a good one.
Right, well, James is finishing off the rest of that packet of marshmallows. He's probably eaten 3/4 of it himself, so I don't imagine we're going to get him to bed anytime soon. And just enjoying the rest of the light. You work for spinning stones, are you?
No, my hands are really sweaty.
All of us are clattered up to the eyeballs in bits of marshmallow. Just said to James, I was like, oh, come on, you're making a mess. As soon as I touched it, I had it all over me. I was like, I'm sorry, James. Yeah, we've probably got, what time is it? Another hour, hour and a half of the light. We'll have a walk down to the end, come back and stoke the fire, and then we'll see about going to bed. What do you reckon, James?
I think so.
Ah, what a day. Yeah, we've had a little walk down to the end, haven't we, James? Lovely down here.
What?
Yep, James has found himself a special rock.
Is it high tide now?
I'm going to head back down that way. Start getting ready for bed. Is that right, Ed?
My camp is really far away.
See you later. Right, we're just getting all the sleeping bags rolled out. And this is the first time I'm trying my new silk bag. And it is, I've got a feeling I'm going to be very toasty in this. It is a sleeping bag that you wear like a onesie.
Alright, Gypsy.
You jealous? Do you wish you had one of these?
Yeah.
You've got little zips on your feet. What are the zips on your feet?
So that if I wanted to,
So you could get your feet out.
yeah. So if I was going to go and run off in the middle of the night, I can get my hobbit feet out and go for a run.
Oh, you can take them off.
Oh yeah. In case your feet get too toasty in the night as well. Right, well that's the fire stoked. Hannah and James are you can't see them. They're all bedded down already. I'm just going to sit out for another 2 minutes next to fire and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm actually out just brushing my teeth, but look at the colour of the moon. James and Hannah are still asleep. I'm gonna go for a dive. Look at that. Let's go. I do love a snake looks an enemy. A big male brown edible crab protecting his girlfriend. These delicate twin fan tube worms are just lovely. This was like a pouting nursery. It's a dangerous world out there for these little guys. That's why they hide up in groups like this.
James, what's that coming out the water?
Dad.
Should we go see what he's got?
Yeah.
That's what I've got in my bag.
Stop.
Scallop! Oh. Loads of fish, loads of wrasse, loads of little pollock. I hope it worked out alright on the video. Found a couple of really big crabs in it all as well, but because I've already found these. Bother. So yeah, scallops for breakfast. Well, that definitely worked up an appetite there. So we are grilling up some steaks for breakfast. We're going to have steak and eggs for breakfast, and then we're going to have some scallops. So Hannah and I are having steak and James is burping. And you're having special fire toast, aren't you?
Yeah. And a yogurt.
Fire toast and yogurts.
Look at the fancy pattern on it.
Whoa, that's something special there, isn't it? We're just letting the fire die down to some coals. In the meantime, I'm going to shuck these scallops off. Now, I don't know if you, actually that one might be a better one to show you. If you can see in there, there is a white disc of muscle just there. So what you want to do is put your knife in and look, you just sever the muscle from one side. This is the frill. This all comes away as well. So the frill, the muscle, the stomach, and this orange part, orange and white part here is the raw. And then dribble that like that. Leaves the little disc in there, and that is in its own little cooking shell. There, look. You can just see there the white muscle and an orange raw, and what you need to do is you'll take your shucking knife, these are great, and just sever the white part from the top shell like that. This part here is the frill, that's the muscle, stomach contents, and the orange part there is the raw. You just take your knife and go roll it around the back of there like that. You should be able to pull it all off in a oneer, just like that. That leaves the muscle in its own little cooking shell. This part also, the raw, is edible. You can use these frills or use the stomach contents for making stock, but down here on the beach we're just going to eat this part and that part. There, I've got the fire down to a bed of coals now, shucked all the scallops off, and Hannah is just adding, what are you adding, darling?
Butter, crazy garlic, and then I expect in a couple of them you're going to want some hot sauce, aren't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, like John said, they just stay in their own little cooking dishes, which is super handy. Sorry.
That fire is red hot. So we're just going to arrange these guys around in all the coals. Now it might take a little bit of organising once they get on there, because the fire, it isn't an equal heat all the way around. But they don't take long to cook at all. Oh, last one. No, we're going to put the last one. Put it over there. And the wind blows all the ash in. Right. Parsley.
Yeah.
See, they're all just sizzling away, and if you give them a little bit of a lift, when they're ready to be turned over, they will come away from the side of the shell. Oh, it's almost ready. There we go. I tell you what, that fire is hot. Now, I like you see the juice underneath, like the butter and the juice and the chilli sauce. It is. Mm. Oh, they are delicious. I'm going to get a drink though. It's a bit hot.
That one was really spicy.
You got a real spicy one, did you? Yeah, they are delicious. Right, and all that's left is empty shells. So James and I are returning them to the rock pools, aren't we?
Yeah.
Good lad. Go and do a few skimmers. There you go. What have we got now? Oh, be careful. Yeah, be careful because they're a bit hot. What a way to end. Yep. I had a lovely little dive there, stacks of fish. Them scallops were absolutely delicious. James is enjoying his marshmallows. We're going to break camp. I hope you've enjoyed joining us. I hope you found it interesting. What do we say?
Bye from the FishLocker.
Bye from the FishLocker.